Hello, everyone. Hi, how are you? Oh my gosh, do I already have a comment? Patty, you are the first one. Welcome, Patty. Hi. How are you? I have a really fun story about a census taker. So I want to share that with you, but I don't have to do it right here if you don't want to. OC Vibe looks like it. I love the little dog picture on yours. That's so cute. I can see my comments off to the side here. Hello, everyone. I am Monique Renee of Silver Paw Studio, and welcome to the green room. Actually, now it's got some blue too. Did you see that? Where's my finger? Ah, oh, Frank. Oh my gosh. Steve's home from work today. My fiance is home from work today. He has his back has kind of gone out. And so we took him to urgent care. He's got medication. He's resting. Hey, Diana. Thanks for asking, Frank. Ah, it's been some crazy times. If y'all are subscribed to my Tales with Tales podcast, I've changed up the format. And I think I mentioned that a little bit on Sunday's episode. So, something else, if you want to know, whoo, there goes my microphone. If you want to know a little bit of, behind the scenes a bit of pet photography, what did I call it? Behind the paw. I'm just going to do kind of a journal roundup of how my day went. Or my week, good, bad, and all of that with the projects I'm working on. So that's kind of the new format of the Tales with Tales podcast. I think that this live stream, it's so great to see you all. Thanks so much for being here. Diana, Frank, Patty, OC, super. And any replayers, awesome, awesome. I am trying this out once a month now. So you'll have a chance to kind of absorb. Hey, Heather. So you have a chance to absorb what I've put out there on my Friday YouTubes and can start tallying up all the questions that you have or might have, or just have some discussion. So I've had a lot of videos go out since I went live last. I can't even remember all. We had the 5 go-to shots. I'd have to pull up my YouTube page actually on my second screen. What the world else have we gone over? Oh, my worst. Hey, Teresa. My worst off-camera flash tutorial ever. Oh, my EDC of dog photography. So we've had a lot since my last live stream, and I have kind of a big free cool course announcement for you today. That's a collab that I think you're all going to super, super enjoy, especially if you like some videos I did last month. So I'm just going to pop everyone on the screen so everyone can say hi. Patty, you're the first one. OC5, look at that puppy picture, everyone. Aww, love. Oh, it did. Okay. Yes. So Steve resting. Diana's here. Diana is so proud. I hope you're so proud, Diana, because of this thing I'm going to announce today. Heather, hey. Oh, you've got a doggy eye too. And Teresa. Ow, another puppy. Oh my gosh, y'all are on point with your puppy faces. Oh my gosh. Okay, so before I get to my big announcement, be thinking about any questions. We want this to be a little bit of a Q&A. It could be about the videos that I've posted recently, about pet photography, YouTube, podcasting, videography. I've got some cool stuff coming up. I may or may not be talking about a new little camera. Okay, I will be talking about this new camera I'm trying. I'll be talking about a new light, a new cool project. I have a ton of stuff coming up here on YouTube. I'm actually going to do this Friday will be a video on the remodel of my office. Well, rearrangement. I added the paint. I've done some things to make it better. So my podcast a couple of weeks ago, I talked about tolerations, and I was just tolerating a space that wasn't working for me. So that's coming up this Friday. We're going to talk about that. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh, Teresa's here. Okay. Hi, Teresa. Since Teresa's here, while y'all are thinking about questions to ask me, I want to give you this website. bit.ly/5-day website work. This will take you to a landing page for a free 5-day course that starts 1 week from today. If you are struggling getting your website found, there are some tips and tricks. My friend Teresa, who has been on this show, is a professional website developer, and she has some cool, like, little tweaks that we can do to our website. I'm still working on these little tiny tweaks that we could do for free on our website, or to think about to make it more effective, like make it work for us. And so we have this 5-day mini course called Make Your Website Work For You. That in the background, there's just these little things that you can do that Google loves. So we're all about, ooh, Google's going to love it. And this 5-day mini course, we're going to start next Monday. It's going to take just a few minutes of your day every day. We'll have a temporary free Facebook group. So every Monday, Teresa and I have recorded some videos. Oh, we had some outtakes that I didn't put in there, but I'm thinking I'll have to do something with that later. We'll have a little video that we post in the Facebook group every week, and then you can ask questions in there. On that Friday, we'll go live in the Facebook group and do Q&A. But every day next week, we'll have just a little thing that you could tweak on your website to get you more found by the people that you want to do business with. Okay, so be sure to note this. Go there now, and then you'll be signed up. And I have one and Teresa has one, but this one's through my email people. And so what you'll do is you'll just sign up here, you'll get a welcome email, and then your next email will be next Monday with the video, and we'll get it launched. Can you imagine, like, a few minutes every day, and then your website will be more found by the people that want to work with you? All right, so that's my big announcement for today. Teresa and I have put in like a month of work on this for you, and I just think that it's just so packed full of value. So you've got that. Oh, Teresa was looking at me. Teresa and I used to live stream a lot on Facebook. Teresa's from the Social Media Hound. And yes, we know each other through there. Diana and I. Everyone's going past two Teresas. Well, there's a Teresa and a Teresa, unless you're Teresa. No, you're Teresa and a Teresa. Yay! Yes. Hello, Catherine. Hi, welcome. Vicky's here too. Hi, Vicky. I really need to put your live stream on my Wednesday mornings because I just like get head down editing, and then I'm like, oh, I missed her live stream. What? Yes. Okay. Thank you, Teresa. So we've got some photo tips, and we've got some behind the scenes website Google stuff. So even if you're just like, you think you got your website where you want it, but you don't know if the photo pieces of your website are working for you, we're going to have tips in this free 5-day course next week. It's not going to take like all week. It's not a 40-hour intensive. It's not a master class. It's a few minutes every day. And so Diana Wilson, oh my gosh, I haven't gone live in a while. I'm talking fast. Diana Wilson right here. She has a YouTube channel all about helping course creators. And she's a friend of mine, and we talk all the time. She's like, you got to do a mini course on something. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah. And after I talked to Teresa, I was just so fired up because if you look back, let me look on my YouTube page here. I think it was last month. Yeah. We did a whole thing on websites for photographers, for pet photographers. And Teresa was so nice to chime in twice on that set of videos and give us all kinds of her 20 years of website knowledge. So there's that. I know if you have a business, every business is always like, I have a website, but don't go look at it. We want you to look at your website. We want other people to look at your website, a website you could be proud of, right? So that's what we're doing. We're giving you these 5 days of tips. It's free. Okay. Oh my gosh, everybody's talking in the comments. I just love it. Yeah, I know. Because Diana, you're building a website too. Everyone's saying hi. I love this. This is so great. All right, I'm waiting to see too. I have a lot of pet photographers in here as well. And all y'all, I think, watch my different YouTube videos, which I super appreciate. Thanks, everybody. What burning questions do you have for me? You've got me here right now while Steve's taking his nap. And the dog is kind of being quiet for some reason. Maybe she's taking a nap with him. I'm not going to question it. Yay! Okay. So be thinking, typity type in. Okay, typity type your questions. I'm going to hide this banner. Let me see if there's anything else. I did start an Instagram page too, Pro Pet Photog, if you're interested. I don't have a lot on there, but I love the Instagram stories. They're just so easy. So you can check that out. If you do want to skip right past some of the like brief tips that we have, quick tips, you can sign right up for Teresa's awesome website academy too, which is coming out in 2 weeks. So if you have more questions than you think we can answer in our 5-day mini course, you can go straight to that. I've got all kinds of banners in here. There we go. And here's the 5-day mini course. So I'll be putting out all kinds of information on that, but I wanted to make sure I have it in my live too. Oh, I missed some comments. All right, what do we got here? Teresa, let's see. We're going to put you on the screen with your cute puppy face. Building my pet photography business, have 0 clients. So I'm wondering how effective have business cards been in getting new customers? Also, what is the best form of advertisement? Okay. And then I see, Patty, you've got a question. What kind of light do you look for when shooting dogs outside? What time of day is best? Okay. You're up to this online portfolio. How many images is too many? Ooh, Frank, that's a good one. Therese, feel free to pop in on any of the website questions too. I don't know if there's a too many, honestly. So I'm going to answer that third. Okay, Frank. So Teresa, there's advertising and then there's marketing. So marketing you should be doing all the time. Kind of like what I'm doing here. That's what people do on like Facebook posts and, Instagram stories and Instagram posts and newsletters. If you are not gathering emails for a newsletter, do that immediately. That is way more effective than business cards. Still have business cards. I think there's how are my bangs doing? Let's see. There's just something fun and tactile, about business cards. But honestly, right now, I'm not really interacting with that many people. There's no events, there's no groups happening. So design some, but I think you'd have more luck if you had a really good social media strategy and definitely a email list. But if you have any kinds of displays around town, I should do a whole video on this, Teresa. Okay, that's another subject. Teresa, if you have displays around town. So my office, I finally put up some of these pieces. These are 16 by 20 canvases. They're kind of small for a display. Oh my gosh, my bangs. They're kind of small for a display, but if you put a bunch together, they make a good display. So these used to be on display. That's my old dog, Libby, by the way. And what I have with them, where did I put it? Is rack cards. So make some of these, Teresa. They're called rack cards. I'm going to hide that for a second. And so they're just 2-sided. They're like a third of a size of a paper. And so if you're a photographer, so have some beautiful work on there, work that you want to attract. So if you like doing studio, put studio. If you like doing outdoors, put outdoors. I do both. I couldn't decide. And then just have really basic information. Here's my contact information and some icons of socials I want them to follow. And here you go. And I put something different down here all the time. So I've had like 5 or 6 different rack cards over the years because I like to put something down here. And these go with all my displays. What I do is have, oh my gosh, my chair is stuck. These hook onto the wall because they have like a little hole right here. So this hangs with my display and then people will take them. And you could put your business cards in there too. So yes, definitely I would say get something. Here, let me hide that banner again real quick. Go back to your comments. Teresa, do you have any follow-ups? I'm going to go back up here. Okay, yeah. So you're asking about business cards and advertising. So advertising is different, right? So advertising is paid. And so that could be several ways. You could pay for Facebook ads, which I've done. They're not really as effective, probably because I don't know Facebook ads really that well. I just kind of play around. I spend $10 here and $20 there, but play around with it. If you want to do Facebook ads, it's a very low barrier to entry. Try it. But the other thing is to do sponsorships. And so a lot of the shelters, if you're working with someone at a shelter or a rescue or a cause, be a sponsor. So you could either trade for that, say, hey, I'll photograph the event for you if it's, a place that you can do events now. In exchange, I want to be listed in your brochures and your social media, things like that. So those go a long, long ways. Or pay. You could pay for the sponsorship for different events and different things that all the causes are doing. They'll send you emails. There's all kinds of opportunities. We even have a local No-Co Style magazine, and I ran an ad there. So there's some ideas for advertising. It's a lot. Like there's a bunch of things that you could do. And it's hard when you don't have clients and we're in the middle of like a pandemic. So that's really, really difficult. So also be kind to yourself that it's difficult for a lot of people and it's going to just take a little bit, but start talking to your audience as much as you possibly can, whatever platform is active for you. Just go crazy on it. Like if you're on Instagram, be on Instagram every single day. Have some kind of a freebie that people can get, whatever it is. Like I used to have a freebie that was the best way to hang your photos on your wall. And it was just a PDF like this one I just had in this last email. I have this is part of the PDF from my 5 go-to shots. Have something like that, something that's valuable to them. I can go on and on, Teresa. Let's see. Still starting out. I'm not set up to print photos yet. Is it a bad idea to just put all the edited photos on a USB and give them to the client? Okay. Here's the thing. You're going to hear. I'm going to answer this, and I'm going to move on to Patty's question. Rack cards, Patty. Rack cards. Rack. RACK. So for this, all right. I'm going to go against the grain, Teresa. Probably because I've done several different renditions of this. Whatever works for you and you feel like is worth getting out of bed. If at the end of the whole, let's pretend you did an entire session for someone, you met with them and had a design consultation, then you did the session, then you edited the session, then you sent them off the gallery link, let's say, and then you sent them a follow-up email or card or something. Let's say all of that took 8 hours of your time. And if at the end of that, you're like, I don't get paid enough for this crap. Like if you feel bad at the end and you're like, man, that was a lot of work and I didn't get any money. Well, maybe adding prints would be helpful. Now, galleries like Pixie Set, you can build in prints. They can order them themselves. They don't always do that without your guidance, though. And that's why in-person sales are so popular. You can make triple the amount of money because you're helping design what they need. Oftentimes, clients have no idea what they want or where it's going to go or how big it should be. That's why everyone says in-person sales. Number one, you're going to make more money. Number two, it's just a more complete service to your clients. That all said, with COVID happening, I have a digital session right now. It's a mini session. If you are going to offer a mini session, do exactly a mini session. Do not do a full session and call it a mini session. Okay, I can rant about that. But you can certainly do an online gallery. You're not really supposed to share numbers, but I'm just charging like $500 for that. But what's happened is I've had clients buy prints beyond that. So I'm still making my average, which is higher than that. And so really just start somewhere. Your price list and what you offer is going to evolve a lot over time. So just go ahead and start. And then depending on what people want, you can change it. Okay. So whatever you decide, you don't have to stick to forever. Okay. All right. Let me go back up here so I make sure I got everything. I'm going, Patty, I'm going to answer your question next. Actually, Patty, yours is pretty easy. Then I'll start scrolling through. What kind of light do you look for when shooting dogs outside? And what time of day is best? I'm just going to go with the standard answer for me is I like open shade. And so this could be the shade from the side of a building, from a huge tree, not dappled shade, even open shade. I really like open shade. And then I'm that weirdo who brings my flash on location. You know, I've got my wagon flash and I will fill in the flash myself. Sometimes it's good to have like black dogs. Sometimes when they sit out in that sunshine, sometimes they just shine. So keep that in mind too. But remember, you don't want like raccoon eyes on people when the sun is coming straight down. But other than that, first thing in the morning and at sunset are beautiful because the sun is at this angle and just going through the atmosphere, just making the color is nice and the shadows are nice. It's not as harsh or hot. And so early morning, like I've convinced people to meet me at 7 o'clock in the summer in the morning. Also, there's no mosquitoes then. Or in the evening. So this time of year is probably around 5 or 6. 6 is getting a little, well, maybe 6. It changes throughout the year, obviously. So that early morning and the evening light is best. Otherwise, work with open shade as much as possible. And that's not only where they're at, but try to get shade in the background too. Because if you're in the open shade and there's this blaringly bright background, it's going to look off balance. Okay. Teresa says, Frank, there's no real set number of images. Make sure you don't have a lot on one page. That'll slow it down. Good point. Your images are low res to load faster. Great. Frank, I really suggest that you do sign up for this 5-day free mini course. We're going to talk about things just like that. Yeah, and so that's half the battle. Patty, rack cards, rack, R-A-C-K. You found there's a certain age range that tend to purchase dog photography sessions. I'm trying to figure out what demographics to cater to. For me, I know I should study this closer. Teresa, I should study this closer. A lot of my clients are their pets or their kids, so they don't have kids. So it's maybe 2 people that work full time and they have pets, or they have like 1 child and they're maybe a little bit older. But really mine range quite a bit. I would say you're probably looking at mid to late 20s as the youngest, potentially. And then up into 60s. I know that's like a really random answer. Yeah, but probably more so look at what's valuable to them. So if they're on a lot of Facebook groups that have to do with dogs and cats and animal welfare and things like that, or if they're down at the farmer's market getting the organic treats every week, that's the kind of things you want to start thinking about. How can you align yourself? Maybe you're already at those things, which I know I am. I already go to all those things. So I look around. If you go to the farmer's market Saturday, and you always go to, like my friend Sue at Bones de Jour, she has her dog treat stand. Look at all the people that come to her every single week and you'll start formulating that for your area. Okay. I'm going to scroll. Vicky is talking to Frank. Group photos together, either most common. Oh, yeah, because Vicky's a marketing expert too. So Vicky does a live stream here on YouTube on Wednesdays. So if you have marketing, if you need anything marketing, I would check out Vicky O'Neill as well. Teresa, Teresa, question 3. Starting as a photographer, I'm not set up to, okay, so I already answered that. We're good. And also I never bothered with a USB. I just give them the gallery link. But if you have an older generation or people who just really want that thing in their hand, you could definitely do. Wedding photographers give beautiful USB drives. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Frank, I'm going to have to check out and see what your webpage is looking like now, because I know you've done a lot of work on it. No problem. Teresa, this is why we're doing it. It's for all the questions. Don't apologize. Brand new, self-taught. I've been there. I have been there. That is why I started this YouTube channel. So I'm super happy to have you here. Fire away those questions. Facebook groups about pets is good too. Instagram, use hashtags. Both comment on potential client photos to generate awareness. Yes. And Vicky would back this up. Just be super, super careful in your Facebook groups, because many of them have a no solicitation. Even if it's you're trying to be helpful, if you're taking people off of whoever started that Facebook group has a business. Trust me. And they don't want to take away from their business. So be real careful. Also, can I give you all a hint? I have started a no-co pet pack. It's like a local pet people group, pet businesses. And they said they're having good luck on the Nextdoor app. You have to also be careful. They are very clear on their guidelines. But the Nextdoor app could also be, actually, Teresa, check out Nextdoor. Frank doesn't do his own printing. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I just kind of assumed you meant you don't print at all, Teresa. But yeah, I have several different labs, White House Custom Color. I can't remember all of them, but yeah, there's a lot of just pro labs. I have a professional level printer, but I don't use that for my regular customer work. if you use paid ads, have a funnel or journey to take them on the next step towards buying from you. Maximize the dollar opportunity. Oh my gosh. Vicki, thank you. This is so great. Yeah, definitely go check out Vicki Teresa. I think you'll find a lot of great information there. She's got it down. She knows what she's doing. Yeah, okay, good. You're talking. You know what's funny, Patty, is those rat cards. I remember seeing them. This was a few years ago, and I was like, what are these called? It's not a brochure. It's not a business card. What are these? I had to Google. It took me half an hour. So there you go. Isn't that funny? I thought it's because I talk fast. Such a fast talker. Gotta run. Okay. Sorry, Diana. See you later. Sorry if I missed that. You're not the only one. Would you use Zoom instead of in person to walk through the photos? You certainly can. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, because you could do a screen share to your portfolio. Like if you're using Pixie Set Gallery or Shootproof, whatever you're using, you could definitely walk them through. I use what's called ProSelect by Timeshare. And so it has a whole thing where you can set up your room. You can put a picture of their room in there, and then their photos can go in there and you can show them exactly what size. I actually used it to design this wall. I did it for me. Yeah, so you can definitely do Zoom for a helpful call. Yeah. You're welcome, Vicki. Don't be salesy. Yeah, right? Yep, for sure. What have I missed? Okay, I answered Frank and Teresa and Patty. All right. What other questions does everyone have? I think if I missed your question, just go ahead and type it again. That's fine. That's totally fine. What else do I want to let you know? If you're not on my email list, here it is, bit.ly/petphotobiz. I think that goes to my email list. My Instagram again, ProPetPhotog, which is a separate one from my SilverPod Studio. Okay. And I definitely want to make sure that everyone that has any, and it's all of you, it seems like, if you have any questions about making your website work for you, this is a 5-day Make Your Website Work for You mini course. Something that's going to take you about 15 minutes a day, next week, all week. You're going to have me and Therese, oh my gosh, me and Teresa will be in that group answering all of your questions about behind the scenes for photos and web design. It's going to be pretty cool. It's an interesting mix, but I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it. What else we got? Okay. Hello, Catherine. I've recently started photography. My favorite kind of I have recently started photography. My favorite kind is pet photography. Awesome. Well, you're in the right place, Catherine. Us too. Yay. So welcome. If you have a question for me, just typity type. I am open to it. I'm happy to meet you. Patty, is it best to have a separate session fee, or is it better that the session fee is actually credit toward products? Any thoughts on that? Ooh, okay. I have done this many different ways, Patty. My favorite way now is to have a session fee that is due at the time of scheduling. So we don't even go to the photo session until they've seen my full price list and they pay this session fee. And the session fee includes a print credit. So if my sessions fee is $500, then $200 or $300 of that goes towards whatever they want to order. I don't like packages. They never have worked for me. I don't like telling people you need these sizes for your home and your gifts and your office and your walls. That never has worked for me. So it's just a credit. They can use it towards an album, a canvas, a bamboo block, the digitals, whatever they want. So that's the way that I like to do it. Totally up to you. I've done it where it's just the session fee, and then when they order, that's when they pay for everything. That works too. I didn't want to go to a session for less than $500. So I just decided one day that I wasn't getting paid enough. Oh, here's Vicky's. VickyO'Neill.com. Morgan, you're from Atlanta. Woohoo! Just found your site a few days ago. Awesome. Welcome, Morgan. Is it still pretty warm this time of year in Atlanta? My daughter is in Savannah right now. And I think she said we had a couple of cooler days where it was like 70 something. But everyone there has AC. She's pregnant right now. So AC is a must in Georgia. Don't you think, Morgan? All right. Catherine, any tips for beginners? I have a ton. I have a ton. So Catherine, I would say I'm just going to look on I have two monitors here. I'm going to look. This summer I did a video. Where was it? It was it's called Start a Business Now. It was 4 months ago. Should you start a pet photography business now? And in that, I have all kinds of tips for ways you can start. And there's a secondary video if you've already started your photography business. So anyone who hasn't checked out those two videos, actually, oh my gosh, I'm going to try something new. Are you ready for this? Oh my gosh. I'm going to grab that link because I have like a piece of paper that I wrote on that you can take a bunch of notes, and there's a bunch of things that you can do. So check out this video, Catherine, and it's tons of tips just for exactly what you're talking about. Francis, how big is the pet portrait world? Is it growing? I think so. Oh my gosh. Up until like 10 years ago, that wasn't a thing. And then there was 2 or 3 people around the world who started offering specifically pet portraits, and people thought they were crazy. And it's really, really growing. Think about the pet industry in general. It's huge, huge. People are buying bow ties and specialty food and jackets and cameras, video cameras. So like watch them, dog TV. It's a huge in general because our pets are our families and our kids, and we want all of the perks to go with that. And so it definitely is growing. Right now, 2020 is weird. Okay, keep that in mind. 2020 is weird. Oh, let me make that banner go away for a second and go back to your comments. All right. Well, let's see. Morgan, what do you got? You have a session for Christmas, photographing dogs with Santa. What lens would be best for my Nikon D600? And it is getting cool now. Oh, good. Oh my gosh, I used to have the Nikon D600. Oh my gosh, very cool. It depends on how much space you have. So I would definitely, if you have any control, Morgan, over the setting, like the set that they create, if you can create the set, I would have a bench because a lot of dogs are going to be scared of Santa. So having Santa here and a place over here for a dog, which means that you might need a little bit wider angle lens than you would, say, for a private session. A lot of sessions, I'm using my 70-200. I love that lens. This fall, I'm looking into getting the 24-70. If you've got a 24-70, that would be sweet. That would be ideal because a lot of times, too, with these kind of themed sessions, you don't have a lot of room. With my 70-200, I have to be like across the room if there's more than a couple of people. So it kind of depends on how big is your set, how many like dogs are going to be in it, like how big are the groups. Sometimes with these Santa ones, a lot of people show up. I've done a bunch of these with people. And then how much room you have to back up. So keep all those in mind. I would think like a 24-70 or just even a 24 and just move in and out would be fine. Yeah, ooh, that's fun. Ooh, I can't wait to hear how that goes. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it does sound fun. You're welcome, Francis. Oh, it's your first big thing? It's going to be super speedy. Morgan, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, it's going to be speedy. So I would definitely suggest having an assistant. If you have like a loved one or a teenager, my kids, when they were teenagers, they helped me with those kind of sessions all the time. And I know with COVID, we have to be kind of careful, right? But maybe in Atlanta, you could be outside. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be fun? Outside Santa portraits? I never even thought of that. I've always lived in colder, wet areas. That would be super cool. Have people sign up ahead of time if you can, and just have a helper. Yeah, I can give you even more tips for that too if you need to, Morgan. Teresa, as a pet photographer, do I need to purchase insurance even if I'm going to be shooting mostly indoors? If so, which insurance agency do you recommend? I live in California. Okay. I have just Allstate and I have PPA. Sign up for PPA, Professional Photographers of America, and they built into that, you will pay about $27 a month to be part of that organization. That includes equipment insurance, $15,000 of equipment insurance, which is awesome. It also has insurance in there if one of your hard drives failed, which I've had to use. Beyond that, you do need insurance. A light could fall, a camera could fall, a dog could trip, all kinds of things could happen. Please look into insurance. Mine's really cheap. It's like $35 a month. And I just go through the same place I have my home and my car insurance through Allstate, but there's a bunch and there's some in PPA that specialize specifically for photographers. So I would definitely, and then they'll know exactly how to cover you in California. I know, right? Oh my gosh. I might rent the 2470, like the Sony G Master and the Tamron, but I mean, the Tamron's a third of the price, so I'll probably just go with that. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, Catherine. Yeah. Yeah, you do. Right, Patty? I know. And the thing is, I've never had to use it, but I sure don't want to. Hartford. Yes, that's the one. They used to send me emails all the time. That's a big one. And I think that's what people in, like, they're linked somehow to PPA. Yeah. Teresa, what changes have you made to make for your business and sessions because of COVID? Anything that's worked for you that you recommend? Yeah, I did start doing those mini sessions. Oh my gosh, my hair. I started doing these outdoor mini sessions. I hate to call them that. I'm not a big fan of mini sessions, honestly, especially in the fall when that's when everyone wants sessions. But I started doing that because it's outside, it's shorter, and it's fewer meetings with people. So with these sessions, I do a consultation over the phone instead of in person. And then we do the 15-minute session at the location I choose. So I have a natural area that I hear that I love, love, love. It's not a lot of people there, and I keep my 6-foot distance. I wear a mask the whole time. I know we're outside. I just want that layer of security for them and for me. And then all those pictures go on an online gallery, and they have the option to buy prints. This is above and beyond. As a normal business structure, this is not a good idea because you're just not going to make any money. But if you want to have that digital package that they can order prints themselves and they'll get shipped right to them, Pixie Set is awesome for that. It's like $10 a month. It's beautiful. It's easy to navigate. But I also, most of the time, they get those images. And a lot of my clients are a little bit older and they don't want digital. They want prints. I have done a lot of marketing to get people to want prints like that. And so they just call me. They say, okay, I like number 5. I like number 7. Can I get to 11 by 14 or canvas or whatever they need? Or what do you think I need? So add that layer in there. You're going to help them get the prints and the products that they need. So that's how I've changed it. And honestly, Teresa, I'm doing a lot more commercial video work and commercial work. But really, that's been on my agenda for a year. So a year, 2 years maybe, since I started pretty seriously on YouTube a couple years ago. So I'm doing more for businesses too, because the businesses need a boost too. So if you feel confident in doing like headshots with their pet, I do that for veterinary hospitals and for other animal businesses. So yeah, I've been putting some more effort into that, and then have a lot of revenue streams. That's another one of the videos I've done here on YouTube was all my revenue streams. So with courses and affiliate links and stock photos and stock video, but it takes a ton of time. So none of those are going to be like overnight success. Okay. But my main income is from still and video clients. And my biggest changes have been, I wear a mask. We do a lot of meetings on the phone. Yeah. So it's a bummer. My business has gone down a ton this year. Just true right now. Yeah, it's gone down a ton. That's a question I asked you on your live interview. What was the question? What have I done? Yes. Yeah, exactly. Right. What have I done? What else did I say? I don't remember. Yay. Okay. So I love how everyone talks in the comments. I love this. I live streamed way back in the Periscope days when it started like 5 or 6 years ago. And I'm a little obsessed. You get this cool community and all y'all are talking in the comments. And I just love that. They were so helpful. I love having this community here on YouTube. I would have a community tab. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, I will be have access, I believe, to a community tab where I can put like some text messages to y'all in there and like a little photo or something. So, put the word out there if you know anyone who's a pet photographer who would like to know more. I'm just like, I don't know, 200-300 people away from getting that community tab. So I'm pretty excited to get that and be able to share a little bit more with you. Yeah. And then you can always, I'm trying to put more on this Instagram page too. So you can message me through that, things like that. So that's an option. Let me go back to the comments. Patty, I've been having problems shooting with a mask and wearing glasses. I know, right? Really fit that onto your nose. I know there's some things that people are doing. There's a couple of YouTubes about it, actually. And one of the sewing stores in my area just posted, they're actually have designed a mask just for that. So you might have a fabric or sewing store, but for me, it's just really making sure it's sealed here. And then every once in a while, I do have to just like step back and take a breather. So there's that. It's hard. Some people have put like tissue right in here to help with that. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Teresa, your biggest fear is doing a photo shoot and all my pictures turn out bad. Have you ever had an insurance instance where the photos you took just weren't great? If so, what did you do? Okay, so there's 2 reasons it won't go well. Number 1 is technical and it's your fault. So if you don't feel technically able, don't charge. Do some freebie sessions, portfolio building, okay, until you're very, very familiar with your equipment. Okay. And so just do a bunch of those. If you feel like, okay, you know your equipment, just something goes haywire, that's fine. So number 1, it's just maybe you don't have quite the technical ability. Okay. Maybe like, oh no. There's that really only happens in the very, very beginning. And those are people who already understand like, okay, this is a new thing for you. And I know that you're learning the ropes. The other thing is, if the animals don't cooperate, right? And so that's probably something that happens more often, but I always go into, you have to inform everyone ahead of time. So that consultation call or that consultational meeting is gold. I would never go into a meeting without one. I have a story on that. And so letting people know, say, hey, I know this dog is older. I know the weather might turn bad. Whatever it is, I'm okay with calling it. And so if your dog or your cat is just not wanting to do it today, I don't want to stress them out. And so we'll just reschedule it. And so that happens. If you do have something that happens at the session, just be completely honest with them. Call them up immediately and say, listen, something went haywire with my camera. I really, really apologize. I'm going to retake these, obviously no charge. And people are very kind. It'll be fine. If it's an end of life session, you don't want that to happen, right? So make sure you know all your equipment, you have backups, have the 2 card slots, the whole thing going, and check every once in a while as you're going. We can get in this groove, can't we, when we're at our photo session? And I don't like to check the camera a lot. I've done videos about that. I just don't check the back very much. But especially if you're a beginner, do double check, make sure you got your focus there, things are saving to the card. So really, it's just transparency. Immediately communicate with the client. Something went wrong. I super apologize. And if they don't want to do it, give them all their money back. Okay. And just let them know ahead of time exactly what to expect for every step of the way. And that helps a lot. Yeah. I don't know what area of the country you're in, Teresa, but that happens with weather here a lot. Like, I've had times where I've shown up at the session and all of a sudden the wind picks up because we get these weird like wind and thunderstorms in the summer. And I got there, I was like, your hair is going to fly over here everywhere, because she was in the pictures. Your dog's hair is. I just don't think this is going to work. And she's like, and she was apologizing to me. And I was like, no, it's fine. We'll do it in a week. And so I'm constantly watching the weather before a session. Oh, fog gone spray. Ooh, I haven't heard of that. Ooh. On your glasses, Frank? That's a good idea. Yeah. Teresa, in California near Pismo Beach. Ooh. So we've had a lot of bad lightning due to the fires. Darn it, right? Shoot. Yeah. That's a bummer. And people understand that. Like, it's happening to everybody there. So definitely precursor everything with, and I've had to do that because we have a bunch of fires in Colorado too. And I've had to precursor mine too with, hey, we might have to find a new location or put it off a little bit, which is a bummer because right now we have all these yellow trees, all the aspen are turning and the cottonwoods. And so right? I actually have a commercial video client, and the location we chose for her piece, I think is going to be closed from the fire. So I've been frantically looking around trying to find a new location. Vicky, you have to go. Okay, bye, Vicky. See you tomorrow. Yay, you're welcome. Okay, what else? I'm going to get a drink of water. It's been great talking with you all. I do miss live streaming. I just think that Monday, like every single Monday, is just too much. I don't think it gives y'all enough time to really think of questions, and everyone has things going on in their life. I don't know how many of you have kids at home that you're trying to homeschool. I don't, thank goodness. Mine are grown, and Steve's are actually in California in college and high school. And so, yeah, I'm not trying to juggle all of that right now. Yikes. Let's see, what do I want to make sure? Oh, yes. Please do sign up for this. Teresa and I have put a ton of effort into this, and we want it to be amazing for you all. And I would just love to have anyone there that's interested in making sure that their photos and their website are all working together, and that Google can find you. That means your clients can find you, right? So for the people on here just starting and you're like, how do I rank in Google? You do some of these 5 things. Yeah. And so then you can rank better just by making sure the back end of your website is working for you. Okay. So here it is. I'll put it in my newsletters too. So you should be hooked up to that here, bit.ly/petphotobiz. Oh, I got some more comments. What do we got going on? Okay. Oh my God. Right. Ugh. It's got this crazy hazy, like remember a couple years ago with the eclipse, kind of like that, right? It just makes you feel a little off. Yeah. Transition lenses, impact resistant. That would be a cool, you know what, Patty and Frank? I think optometrists should start offering special coating on our glasses for wearing masks. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me go back to my banners. That's the wrong banner. I want to show you this banner. What do we got? Right now you can't use, Catherine uses the Canon. Oh, wait. Oh. T7. Okay. I don't know much about that camera. But if it's an interchangeable lens, you're on the right path because you can change out all your lenses. Morgan, sign up as a member of PP Day and declare your candidacy. Oh, you're in for the long ride. Very cool. They have a ton of resources on the PPA site, by the way. And their Facebook, they do a lot of live streams. They had an incredible live stream about a week ago by Brent Mansware, and he wrote the book that just came out, Black Sheep, Find Your Flock. Oh my gosh, it's good. He is a very engaging speaker. So I suggest you check out their stuff too. Your website, the website workshop is going to be great, as I'm just going to be setting up a website soon. Oh, fantastic. Oh my gosh, good. I'm glad this is good timing for you, Heather. Super, super duper. And Morgan, I'm going to try to go live once a month with some of these. So I can't wait to hear how the Santa whole thing goes, like all the way from the planning and the implementing. Love to keep in contact on how that's going. Woohoo. All right. All right, we're going to put this up here one more time. So great for everyone to see everyone. I got to go check on my fiance, make sure he's doing well, and get him his next set of pain meds for his back. Poor Steve. It's so great to see you all. I hope I see you next week in this 5-day mini course. And if you have any questions, of course, you can, if you're a replayer, type them in the comments and I will see them. YouTube is very good about getting me the comments, which is great. Oh, thank you, Morgan. I'm so excited. What else? I think that's it. Awesome to see you. And what do I always say at the end? Oh, I got 2 more comments. I hate to go. Okay, you're all going. Okay. All right, then I can go. At the end of all of my broadcasts, I always say, as always, I wish you many whoops, purrs, and TREATSs. Thanks for joining me, everyone. So good to see you and meet so many of you wonderful pet photos. Mwah. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye. Bye.